Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ju from Happiness and Crafting. So today we are going to be adding again into our reference journal. So on the last video I made this lovely little sort of flip page folder like this that just opens up. So I thought I would like to make a page. I'm not going to pop the pockets in, but what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a sort of like a page with the little flip pages in it to pop into a journal just to see what it's like. So what I've done, I have cut some pages here. I've already cut them out of some scrap paper, and then I've got another piece here which I thought I would like to put over the top to sort of cover those. So whether it's going to work, I don't know. I've sort of cut them to size. Not sure whether they're going to be a little bit too big. So there's 3 different sizes. The biggest one here I have done 5.5 by 7.5 inches. Sorry, but I've not done it. I didn't write it down in the centimeters this time. The second lot was 4.5 by 7 inches. And the smallest one I've done 4 by 6 inches. So I'm hoping that these are going to fit. So I've got another spare page here that I found. So I'm just filling in some of the spare pages on here before we do the last signature. So what I'm going to do, I've bent them over just sort of like 1/2 centimetre here, or not 1 centimetre, or I think it's sort of like almost like 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to stick them down like this. So I'm not quite sure because I wanted to put this piece over the top, and I've got this here, so then I can just, maybe I'll stick this down first. So this is the flap. I want it to come over the page and cover it up. So I think maybe I will just stick this down first. I'm going to use some of my tacky glue in here. Now I have added to this, so it is a little bit runny. I added a little bit too much water, I think, to water it down. So I did make it a little bit runny on here. So let's just stick this on without getting my head in the way. Stick that down like that. I think that's pretty level. Okay, so if I stick this first one on, so on all of them I've sort of done sort of like 1/4 inch on there. So if I stick that down there, I want that just to cover that bottom base here so it's level, so it's not sticking out the bottom. So I'm going to just add some glue down here. That so it just comes up over that top piece, which we stuck down. Open it up, stick that down like that, and then take the second piece and pop it on. I'm going to leave the sizes on here because it's the reference journal. Then I can just go back and know that I know what sizes that I've actually used. So this needs to go, oops, it's got to go up there like that. Fold that down. If it will stick. There we go. It's a bit lumpy bumpy underneath. So then these pages just do that, and then that one will fold down over the top. So when you lift it up, these open up. And because I'm just using sort of like quite thin copy paper, it doesn't make it too bulky. And then you've got all these lovely pages to journal on. Now I've just got some sort of like different paper here. Just use whatever papers you've got. I think they all look really nice in your journals. So a little bit more glue on there. Let's stick this one this side. I'm going to stick it sort of in the middle of here, so that opens up so it's in the middle, not quite to the edge. That's it. Let's stick it there. down like that one. That's going to stick. And then pop this one on. You could do this with all sorts of different pieces of scrap paper. Actually, I think would look quite nice. So it's a sort of like a bit of a mishmash of paper, especially if you're doing sort of like a vintagey journal. You could have lots of different coffee stained papers in it on here. But again, if you're making a nice and bright journal, you could just use scrapbook papers on there, which would look nice. So that would fold in like that, and then we'll pop the two little pieces in here like that. And then you've still got the middle bit to journal on as well, so there's lots and lots of journaling space. And depending on how big and thick your journal is, you could add little pockets to these as well. But if you've got quite a thick chunky journal already, these are just really nice little pages to write on, to journal on. So what I've done, I did sort of round off the edges as well, just to make it look a little bit nicer. Pop that down, put this one sort of in the middle, about there, stick that down like that. So these will fold in, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one, and then that one. Perfect. And then we've got that one over the top like that. So I like that, and that doesn't take up too much room because it's not very thick at all. So that's the page like that. So I like that. And then you could obviously add a little bit of lace or something on the bottom there. So that just opens up, and these open up to journal on. Love it, really, really do. And then of course you've got the other piece up here that you could pop pockets, or you can do another bit of journaling on there as well. So that's an extra journaling space, but I do like that. So that's another quick one, and you can also use obviously your scraps. Now you could use a little closure, couldn't you? Maybe you could just, let's have a look. Have I got a bit big maybe? But let's just pop a little paper clip. You could have a little dingly dangly off here, or you can pop it from the side. It depends really what you've got on the other side of your page. But you could just, oops, miss completely. Pop that on there, so you could just hold that down, and then that just folds up in your book. Love it. So that's a really nice one. I am loving that. I'm really enjoying doing this reference journal. Well, it's just really an ideas book full of different ideas that you can pop into your journals when you're making them. But I'm loving that. So you've got all that lovely room there to journal on, and all of these lovely pages. Again, pop pockets in there or whatever you like. You could probably make this out of envelopes as well. Let me have a look if I've got any envelopes. I've got one here. I suppose you probably could, if you had different size envelopes, you could make it out of the envelopes, couldn't you? And then you could have a little tuck in that piece. Yes, you probably could, or you could just have a envelope as the last one in there to pop down. Lots of different ways, but there we go guys, that is our page for today. I hope you like that. I do. I think it looks really, really nice. So I am going to pop this big paper clip on there just to secure that down so it doesn't flip and flap open. I hope you're all safe and well and taking care of yourselves. I did have my COVID injection today. Andy and myself went and had ours done, so that's all done, and we have another one in a month's time, so that's really good. Alright guys, well, take care of yourselves, have a fantastic day, and I will see you all soon. Alright guys, bye bye.